About 4.5 years ago, we were working at an orphanage in Uganda, Central Africa. We have 4 adopted daughters, so orphan care and anything with orphans is important to us. And so we were working in one of the slums, and I just broke down one day, and I decided that we needed to do something. So we decided that we'd start a chocolate company. So this is a cacao pod. This is where the beans grow in. They grow in a tree. It takes about 4 to 5 months from a flower bud to a finished pod. And in this particular pod, there's about 20 beans. Once these are ready, they'll crack these open with a machete. And what they're looking for is these. These are cacao beans. Each bean weighs, like I said, about 1 gram, and so it takes about 450 to create a pound of chocolate. We take a portion of our profits and we pour it back into the places that we source chocolate from around the world. At this point, we've sourced chocolate from about 12 countries. That direct sourcing, so relationships and trips, we've done 4 of those, and the goal is to do a couple per year. It takes a lot of energy, a lot of time out of the shop to go and build relationships with cacao farmers, and so we try to get 3 of those a year. So we're gonna sort through here, make sure we don't have anything that could hurt our machines. There's a piece of plastic in there that needs to come out. So we're kind of doing a manual inspection. This is from northern Uganda. We'll weigh out a 20-pound batch, and then this is gonna, once we've weighed it, we'll move over and we'll start to roast. Roasting, again, is what helps us bring out the flavors. It kind of, if you think about it, it kind of elevates all the flavors so we get the best flavor we can possibly get from the bean. There is a ton of diversity in chocolate. So chocolate grows from 3 different plants. Each one has a little unique flavor depending on where its origin's from. And you can pick up 85 distinct flavors in cacao, depending on where you're sourcing chocolate from. This tub is actually made of a granite base about 4 inches thick. The 2 granite rollers basically grind and shear the cocoa nib, and that turns into chocolate. We do that for about 24 hours to get it really refined where your tongue can't detect that there's any solids left, and then we'll add our sugars and our other ingredients to make the finished chocolate. On an average batch of chocolate, these wheels travel 84 miles. So this is a pretty long, slow process, but it's one of the reasons why chocolate tastes really good. About 1.5 years ago, the Arkansas Makers crew came to us and said, hey, would you like to be part of this? And you know, we're a small company. You know, it's a small business. I'm always looking for someone that can kind of take our story on their backs and help spread that. The process was very simple to get involved in, and they've introduced us to a ton of people. I mean, we got a chance earlier this year to go out to P. Allen Smith's farm and spend the day and kind of with a whole bunch of other makers like us. And so there's this network, this fabric of folks that's just really exciting to be around because we're all entrepreneurs. We're all like passionate about what we do. And so, you know, when those kinds of folks together, all kinds of cool stuff happens. We've got a mission that's very different than most people. So kind of back to the beginning of the story, we were working in an orphanage in the middle of Central Africa. It's near and dear to my heart. And so, you know, we don't want to just make money. We want to like make a difference with what we do. And so while the chocolate's important, it's even more important for us to give back and to pay it forward. And so every time someone buys a Kyya chocolate bar, they're involved in that process of making a difference, not just in our community here as supporting Kyya, but also supporting our farmers and those communities that we're sourcing from.